Shout out to everybody that's here. Listen, this topic can have different dimensions to it. Yes, it can. Different dimensions. I don't know why the chat over here on my YouTube studio is looking like this, but this is crazy. Salute to everybody that's here. Y'all know this topic has different, and I'm gonna do some talking tonight. I don't have a bunch of clips I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna do some talking because we need to do some talking because I haven't done much of it. I've made 3 videos in total about this. Some people have made way more, but I rarely talk about YouTubers because YouTubers are boring. I don't want to talk about YouTubers, and that's just not something I do. But both of these guys are YouTubers. Yes, Corey Holcomb is a YouTuber. Anton Daniels is a YouTuber. We are basically colleagues. We all share this platform, which is YouTube. And I'm gonna really give y'all some real talk here. Because I'm on the outside looking in. I have no dog in this fight. I'm not rooting for one side or the other. I just speak on things the way that I see it. I have no animosity towards neither one of them. Now, other people are making content like they do have animosity towards the both of them. I don't, right? Because I'm not invested like that. I'm not fake angry at anybody, right? I just think you got 2 big old grown black men yelling and screaming at each other. It's embarrassing. And then you got one person that wants to talk about the wife and child. And you got the other that's, I believe, was he threatening to sue. And then, he's bringing his, I don't know if his employee side chick with him on trips. A very weird situation. Anton is a weird guy. I have nothing against him, but he is a weird guy. Yeah, and I'm not going to pick sides because I don't have to. I'm not invested. All right, let's see who's here. Why is my chat room in this YouTube studio looking like this? This is insane. Oh, let me go out of this. Let me go back in here. And it's still like that. It's still like that. Hold on, let me see. I'm going to have to go get my other device. Again, make sure y'all like the stream. I'm Jaye the Black. Okay. Let's see who's in the chat tonight. Jermaine, your boy Malik, Coleman was good, Miss Tangy, OG Hot Rod, JLM Free, Black Rain, Boss Lady, One Candy Gems, Be Fierce. I think you changed your name, I think. Shout out to Be Fierce. Celebrity Style Magazine was good. Devon was good. Divine Photos was good. Is it Drico Irving? Shout out to you, Dab. Ernest, what's going on? Make sure y'all like the stream. I am DeMarcy's. I'm going off what your YouTube names is. Not the name y'all chose, but your YouTube name. The Bull was good. Tabor was good. XL Pro was up. Make sure y'all like the stream. Brian Turner was good. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button because we're going to talk common sense because I'm seeing a lot of people not using common sense here. 2 big old grown black men embarrassing each other themselves. Stu Man was good. Gold was good. What's going on? Gold P. You say it's pronounced your name. Okay. So if your name is different than what I see in the chat, y'all let me know when y'all come into the chat. What's good, Jason Grady? What's going on? Shout out to the members. Shout out to the moderators. Shout out to the patrons. I put my first video about this whole my reaction video. I put that on YouTube because YouTube took it down. I mean, this is why I didn't want to talk about that. I say, listen, man, I'm gonna react to this video. I'm gonna see what happens. But I guess because of the language, YouTube couldn't agree on it being on this platform, so I had to put it on Patreon. That was my first initial reaction. Y'all could check it out. What's good, Tone? The bull, is it the bull Tone? Is that you? What's good? Slim South was good. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people. Listen, I call it the Anton Daniels, Corey Holcomb stimulus. Listen, I made a couple of videos, just a couple, all right? But I mean, people are like stretching it out, adding things to it. It's like they getting them clicks. Listen, go ahead and do you. Do you. Make sure y'all like the stream. Do you. But, you know, I addressed certain things. I addressed Anton and his supposed side chick. I addressed the surveillance video of Corey Holcomb putting his hands on that woman. And then people, you know, doing mental gymnastics trying to say, well, this didn't happen because of this. And, you know, Anton could have got the video leaked. And I don't know about all that. I mean, that's a stretch. I think whoever had the video had no reason to put it out until this thing went viral. And then it got put out. It got sold to TMZ. People gonna eat off Anton. I'm telling you. That's what they gonna do. You know? I mean, I'm seeing channels pop up in my recommends I ain't never seen before. And they done about 10 videos about this. That's what happens when you talk about people you don't talk about very often. You come across their channels. Shout out to Gold P. He says, money for the plate, Gold P. Appreciate that, Gold P, for putting money in the plate. Shout out to you, man. Salute to everybody that's here tonight. Shout out to you for supporting Gold P. This might be one of the first time I've seen my chat. If you've been in my chat before and I haven't seen them before, hold on. Is that 3 super chats? Again, I can't see my chat room from the YouTube. The YouTube studio won't let me see the chat room. But salute to you, Gold P, for supporting. All right, hold on. Let me see. YouTube out here. Let's see. Yeah. And we got a new member as well. Yeah, make sure y'all continue to like the stream. Again, we just gonna have a conversation. I'm not on none of these niggas' side. Excuse me, these brothers' side. What's good, Edward? What's good, Edward? You seen the Edward? I'm seeing people show up. I'm like, who is this? And then I've done about 10 videos on Anton and Corey. I'm like, oh. Because this is why I don't do videos on YouTubers. Because I know if I do videos on YouTubers, I'm going to see a whole bunch of people in my recommends I've never seen before. Because they done made videos about them. They done videos, shorts, all live, went live 2-3 times a day. Listen, do what y'all want to do. I'm not, y'all do what I'm just saying. It's been looking crazy. What's good, Kenny? You're looking crazy, So I've been rocking with you for a minute, brother, man. Okay, well, that's cool, Gold P. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you because, I appreciate y'all for hanging with me for this long because I've seen people come and go. And that's fine, but that's why I'm much appreciative of the people who are still here after over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I've changed at all, but to welcome to 2020. I see that. And the thing is this, man, I put my video up about Corey Holcomb on my Jaye the Black channel about that surveillance video. That's a lot. There's a lot going on there. And I can't excuse that. If you are a supporter of Corey Holcomb, you can't excuse that. If you want to support him in his beef with Anton, that's fine. But the video doesn't lie. Even if Anton put his money up to get the video, I don't know how he knew where the video was to be able to get it to TMZ that fast, you know? So that was a bad look, okay? Especially if you're claiming that you were assaulted by that woman, and I didn't see visual evidence of that. And then you have Anton and his situation with Mika, right? Who I think is Puerto Rican. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but is Mika a Puerto Rican? She's not a melanated sister. We're getting into that now, Sir Junior, because there are people who believe Anton is out here screwing different women, using his money, the money that he makes off of the backs of YouTube, right, to trick off on these women. Let me tell y'all something, man. Listen, there are two ways to get women on social media: money and a big platform. If you have a big platform, you're going to get women. If you have money, you'll be able to get women. Oh, she's a black Latina. She's a black Latina. Okay. So she got, okay. Melanated Latina. Okay. That's what's going on, Bull Tone. You know, she's Cuban. Okay. She's black American and Cuban. She's biracial. Her mother is black and her father is white. Really? Anton dissing the passport bros. That's funny coming from him because he's has, you know, if he's trying to get with this chick Mika, she looks just like the women that will be in the Dominican Republic. What's good, Devon? Salute to you. So he said he keeps a baddie when he leaves town. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this dude is openly cheating on his wife, and his wife don't care because he makes money. He gives her money to spend. So she's happy. You know, and maybe she doesn't feel like she has the options to leave him. That's how women are these days. They accept their role in a marriage, and as long as Anton is making the money, he can go out and do what he wants to do. What did he say about passport bros? Because he's doing the same thing on a different level. I mean, you're flying a chick from DC to LA just to impress her so you can get some. If you are the man like you say you are, Anton, you wouldn't have to do all that. She would give it to you because you have a big platform. It happens all the time. Maybank, it's a new subscriber. Yeah, salute to you, man. Bag chasing Christian Republic. He's a Christian conservative married man. Yeah. His wife know all the women who supposedly on his payroll working for him. What happened to when you could get women without having to pay them? Just based off of your notoriety. Times have changed. You know what I'm saying? But I guess for the women that he wants, he has to employ them. And I'm pretty sure he's giving this chick Mika a lot of money for her to sit there and look crazy. I saw somebody reacted. Box chasers. Yeah, he's definitely out here box chasing. That's because Bull, Mika knows that Corey, well, she's a fan of Corey. See, that's the thing. Mika is not a fan of Anton Daniels. Mika is a fan of Corey. She paid money to go see Corey. And if Corey made her pay her own plane ticket to go to his show, she would do it because she's a fan of Corey. But she's basically an employee of Anton Daniels. You see, Anton, when you have a big platform, you leverage that to get the box. You don't be putting these women on payroll, hoping and wishing and praying and flying them out to people's shows that don't know they coming to get some. That lets me know a lot of you people are not used to having shit. You know? And why are you employing women with the hopes that she'll give you some? And by the way, isn't this Mika chick married? That's even worse. But these chicks don't care, man. Your husband lets you go on trips with this guy. That must be a man that's dependent on you financially. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way. She went live today, and from what I saw, she only had a little over 200 people. That's why, Be Fierce, that's why she's clinging on to Anton, even though he tried to embarrass her on the show. I think he has some woman in the background. Maybe y'all seen that clip. And I guess he cut her off. I guess trying to make her jealous or put in her place or whatever. This is what happens when a chick is dependent on you for views. But you see, women on YouTube be eating. I see so many women who make similar content to men, and they get more viewership just based off of their looks. She doesn't need Anton. She needs a work ethic. She probably doesn't have that. She needs him for direction. And because he has her on payroll, so she doesn't have to worry about working and making her own money if he has her on payroll. But when you look at the situation, a lot of these women, they accept their roles. They accept the fact that this man is paying her and making a fool out of her because him taking her there and getting everybody knowing that she's there. But haven't they alluded to doing things with each other as far as sitting courtside at games and other things? Again, I can tell when people ain't used to having that, man. You think I'm going to be out here flaunting different women and things of that nature, knowing how the internet is? No, I'm going to be tactful. I'm going to be strategic. I'm not going to be out, especially if I have a woman. I'm definitely not going to have women out there for people to talk about and allude to, especially if the woman got a man. This is why you men need to tighten up and not have your women around these dudes just because they're paying them. Because she doesn't have to go around Anton the way that she does. That's a choice. Why would you be in a relationship with that? Did see that clip. He interrupted Mika when she was talking just to introduce some woman in the background to the group. He's playing mind games because he knows she's stuck. He knows that she needs him. Maybe financially. Maybe she needs his platform. That's why I say, man, he knows he can do that because what is she going to do? Walk away? She's not. She's not going to walk away. And that's why, again, when you see these dudes coming on here attempting to repeat red pill talking points, just ignore it because a lot of these guys don't live anything they say. Everything is content. Nothing you see is real. Again, I have nothing against Anton or Corey Holcomb. I'm speaking real. Nothing you see is really real. Are these people really living the things that they talk about? If I'm a Christian conservative married man, you're not going to see me on social media with side chicks. You're not going to see me around women like that, period, because I have an image to uphold. But if you're flaunting it, it's because you're not used to getting women, especially attractive women. So you have to show it off. The only person that needs to know that I'm getting attractive women is me. Nobody has to know that. Nobody has to know that I have baddies around me. But Anton does, because he's not used to that. He got lucky, was able to say the right things, and I ain't gonna lie, Anton he has a platform that he has built, and I said in my first initial video, I respect the fact that he built his own platform. He has a bunch of channels. He puts the work in. I can't sit here and down talk his work ethic. He's a hard worker when it comes to YouTube. He's a hard worker. I'm not gonna take that away from him. He's a hard worker. What's good, G. Marie Rochester? Yeah, that's how this channel is, man. That's why I may have to see about going live more, because if I don't, then the notifications, they're gonna just not send them out. She mentioned in the chat that she can't say what she wants to say, even when she was visibly irritated by how he was treating her. It is being said that she's under an NDA. That wouldn't surprise me. He's offering her money in order to do certain things. He's going to offer an NDA. He seems to be messy, but that's, if she's not smart enough to not sign it, I mean, she didn't have to sign that unless she knew sex was going to be involved. Now, I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. But if she signed the NDA, she's not signing the NDA because she's under a work contract. Yeah, it's a lot more going on. That's what I respect about you. You never put your business out there like that. Same, right, I'm not putting my business for what? The internet? Who cares? But if you're not used to dealing with attractive women, of course you're going to be out there. You're going to be ready to tell the world that you get women that are attractive. And these women are probably not even your women. These are women you're trying to get. He emotional. He went at O'Shea and Kwame for reacting. I see that. I see why Kwame was a little irritated. Oh, man. That's because, he's built a platform and, he's feeling invincible. But you got to understand, YouTube means nothing in the grand scheme of things. YouTube is going to come and go. It really is. And people get on here and act like because they have a certain amount of subscribers that that means that they're a big YouTuber and that they're somebody. That means you're somebody because you have a big platform, a quote unquote big platform. He apologized to Kwame. That's because Kwame will go live and go at you. Kwame has a certain way how he rolls. He can be real calm or he can go in, Dudes who move like Anton are just clout chasers. They want to feel and look more important than they really are for their low self-esteem. That's why, again, I tell you, I don't talk about these YouTubers because I understand what they are. This is why I don't really go on people's platforms, because there's a lot of fakery. There's a lot of weirdness. And I stay to myself because ain't a lot of real out here. It just ain't. And I've seen this over 10 years. Ain't a lot of real life. I see these YouTubers come and go. I see these YouTubers who act like because they have a big platform, it means something. Oh, they've been on television shows. It means something. Look at the panel Anton and Mika was on. There was definitely tension between them. It's obvious they screwing around. They could be. If you screwing a woman and you know she's married, now you don't care that your wife know you screwing, but if that woman is married or in a relationship, and at any time you can put out information that you slept with that woman, that would shut any woman up. That's why when people say, "How do you know he's cheating, Jay?" I don't know. I mean, black men, I understand how thirsty black men can be. And you mean to tell me that this man who's bragging about having women around him who ain't his wife is traveling around with these women and not doing nothing? Come on, man. Come on. I'm a black man. I know you can't pull that bullshit over me. Again, I ain't got nothing against Anton. I'm just speaking the truth. Y'all gonna get this truth in this live stream. Because that's what this live stream is for. Make sure y'all like the stream. Hype the stream up. I have no dog in the fight. I'm just speaking truth. It's looking crazy out here. Black men making fools of themselves. You dig? Jay, did you ever watch them podcasts on Anton's channel where the girls on the panel told him he only get his wife because of his success in his face with no respect for him? Listen, I remember when Anton went on, what's that heifer page? And she just embarrassed him. Y'all know the female content creator I'm talking about, the light-skinned chick. She went on his platform and she embarrassed him. And I think she might have kicked him off off her StreamYard. So I'm like, because again, none of those women respect people who brag about tricking. I mean, they just don't. They're there because they want the attention from the audience. This is why I warned male content creators about having women on their platforms, because they're just there to soak up your audience. That's why they're there. No, it wasn't the sixth chick. It was Yanni Red. Is it her name is Yanni something? Right? Is it Yanni Red or something? It's Yanni. Let's see. Yeah, Real Talk with Yanni. She went on there and she made a fool of him because he was on there copping pleas to her for whatever reason. This was like maybe a year or two ago. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, Real Talk with Yanni. He went on there and made a fool of himself. Didn't stand up for himself. Just kind of bent the knee to her. And it was crazy. What's up, Kathy? This is why I tell y'all about having women on your platform. They're there to soak up your audience. And when they do, they go and they start their own platforms and they're more successful than you are. And I feel like at some point, Mika is going to do that. They're using Anton. They're using him. You dudes think that you put these women on and they're going to be grateful. No, they're going to use you until they're able to build their own platforms. And if they got dirt on you, they're going to use that against you. And also, let me say this about Mika. She's a conservative, which is whatever. I mean, I'm noticing to have a lot of these melanated conservative women all of a sudden. You know, conservative women used to hate conservatives, hate Republicans. But now they're all conservatives. Yeah, she's playing the long game. See, he has, I would say Anton has more power now in the situation, but it can always flip. It can always flip. If Mika figures out YouTube, it's over. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm seeing women getting a lot of views pretending to give men advice. So if they're able to get views off pretending to give men advice, what you think Mika gonna do? Okay. Yeah, it's all a grift to grow their platform, to get around politicians, because conservatives make themselves available, right? They make themselves more available. The Democrat politicians do. You can get a bigger viewership being a conservative. That could be what it is, our Jizzle. But I'm telling Anton, you better watch out, because she's going to break away eventually. And she's going to start her own platform. Listen, I've been here over 10 years. I know the game. Salute to Brian Turner.
Me and Anton got into it on a panel once when I told him there's a certain demo of BM that don't need money bag to get women, and he refused to listen. Lol.
Appreciate that, Brian. Oh, so you was on this panel? Listen, I don't have the patience to be on nobody's panel, man. I just don't. If I have a panel, like, it'll be on my channel. I don't have the patience to go on people's. I'll be done. I was saying, I'll be done crash out on somebody going on their panels, because some of these panels are just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? All I will say is be careful with them panels, because it's just a lot of BS that goes on. But again, Mika doesn't need Anton. Let me get back to Corey real quick. Make sure y'all like the stream. Let me get back to Corey real quick. Okay. The case against Corey was dismissed, I believe, right? Because I guess he punched her. The people saying he mushed the lady, but nothing was brought, I guess, because there was no physical damage done or whatnot. But it's still a bad look. But I feel like Corey may have been baited, even though he was going at Anton, into flipping out. Because if a person knows what can get under your skin, because I'm one of those people, I can get under anybody's skin, no matter who it is. If I see a conversation going left, I can either choose to go this way or that way. Anton chose to go for the jugular, right? And that's when things went left. People say it was because Mika wasn't allowed on 5150 show. But Corey allowed himself to be baited. And then he goes and does another show where he talks about his family. Listen. I understand that Anton has said things about people. I get that. But if I have a problem with you, I'm talking to you. Because that's the thing. I'm very effective with the things that I say. You know what I'm saying? Because if you take it a different direction, a couple of things can happen. You can get flagged. You can get sued, right? You want to hurt people's feelings. You don't want to hurt people to the point to where they talking about suing. You know what I'm saying? And that's my take on that. That's all I have to say about that. I'm not about to go on a long, drawn out. No, that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Be Fair says, I would get on your panel, Jay. Okay. Maybe one day I'll do one. Why not? It's 2026. Maybe I need to do my own panel. Do my own panel. You know what I'm saying? But it would absolutely not be any BS. I'm not saying from you, Be Fair. I'm talking about from people that may join it, man, because y'all know I'm all about, stability and making sure that things are done properly. And I'm not about to, have things, go in a dysfunctional direction like I've seen it. And it's not going to be on for 5-6 hours unless people are donating. Okay. I don't got people do that. But maybe I'll do that one day. Why not? Bring the supporters on here. You know what I'm saying? I used to date this burn patient. It happened to him when he was a child. However, so traded to his intellect, I didn't see his scars anymore. Oh, okay, Madam Bish. Okay, so you're not choosy. Again, I'm all about black men looking strong. I'm not for black men looking weak. You know, especially when we attack each other. This is why this is why I don't make content about other people on social on YouTube, especially black men. I rarely do that because I want black men to look strong. I don't want us to look weak. And when I see things like that, these two men who are over the age of how old are these dudes? About both of them about 50, right? I know Corey is 50. Ain't Anton about 50 years old? And you're getting in each other's face, yelling and screaming. All in each other's face, probably spitting each other, all type of shit going on. First of all, I'm not letting no grown man get in my space. I'm not letting no grown man get in my space. That's one thing I'm not going to allow is for you to get in my space. Because if you're getting in my personal space like that, we must be fighting. Corey damn near 60. Yeah, these are some big old grown black men. It's just childish at this point. It is. You got one man who's a black Christian conservative married man who's talking about all these different side women he got. You got Corey Holcomb that's having to physically get at a woman. It's crazy. What's going on out here? Like, come on. You know what's funny? I saw, what is his name? Zoe Williams. I remember the episode. What's good, David Watts? I remember the episode where Zoe Williams put hands on Eric Spears. I remember that. And that was back then. That's why I say, you know what? Any other time, like a fight would have occurred. But when you got two people who don't want to fight, you know? That's why I say, man, it did, you know? Because I've seen other shows too where dudes will physically go at it. But now people are, you know, they're talking, but ain't no fighting. They're talking, but ain't no fighting. Yeah, he was putting elbows on Aries. I was like, damn. Not Zoe Williams. Not Zoe. People, listen, I remember that era of YouTube where you would see people physically fight, but they don't do it no more. I'm not saying that they should, but I'm saying as people getting in your personal space, it would cause a fight. I'm the type of person, you're not getting in my personal space. I don't care how tough you talking. You not getting in my personal space without us fighting. That's just how it is. Especially if I'm not getting in your face. You want to get in you better keep your distance. You better keep your distance. Yeah, Zoe was a big part of 5150. Him and no, I can't think of it now. They made that show good. Yeah, the voice of reason. Well, he wasn't the voice of reason on that day. He was not the voice of reason that day. He was not the voice of reason that day. 30-day YouTube ban, fam. Listen, but people got to know you can't just be getting in my personal space like that. That's me. Other people can be whatever, but we all have boundaries. Because that's how it used to be. Like, maybe because I'm 36 and, you know, growing up, you know, we didn't, you know, certain things you just wouldn't tolerate. But now I guess, yeah, Bobby as well. Like, it's just a lot going on, man. And I think both of these guys is just not, You know, now Anton thinks that, he thinks that he is, well, I'm gonna say he is because he is. You speak about Anton, all these people are people who I've never seen before. All these people are speaking about him. You need to react to the video of Keisha made on Anton disrespecting his wife again. It's crazy. I don't know if I can react because, certain people, you react to their video, they feel some type of way. So if I was to react to it, it'd probably be off YouTube. Maybe I am on Twitch, for those of you who don't know. I am on Rumble and I am on Kick. So y'all can follow me on those platforms too. But yeah, man, I still to this day do not understand why Anton Daniels decided to go on Corey Holcomb show. Say, nah, she cool. Okay. Why would you go on that show with a guy who you politically are very different from? Because I'm pretty sure that before coming on the show, Corey probably was he disagreed with a lot of what you said as a conservative. And then you go on his show, I guess you wanted to, say for the clout. Yeah, but you at that dude's studio, so things could always go wrong. Yeah, he wanted to go viral, but let me tell y'all something. Going viral don't last forever. I've seen people do the craziest things. Yeah, do it off YouTube. Showing his workplace apartment and a clip on Anton talking to Mika about flying her internationally to hang out is so bad. Yeah, I would have to do it that way, man. Because like I said, my first reaction video, YouTube did not like me having that video up. So, certain things they're very sensitive about you reacting to. But let me tell y'all about going viral. I've seen people go super viral, and after a couple of weeks, people forgot about them. People didn't care anymore. People moved on to the next story. So yeah, you're viral now, but it's not. You're only viral because of Corey Holcomb. I don't think that Anton could go viral on his own. Corey is the bigger star here. Corey goes viral on his own. Corey could have gotten into it with anybody else, and it would have went viral, I believe, because he always goes viral. That's why he has such a big audience. Okay, be first. I have to go check her out first. Just to see. Because again, people be, act a certain way about their content, right? But the only reason Anton went viral is because it was him going at Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb already has the audience. He goes viral regularly. That's just a fact. Because hasn't Anton said crazy things before? Did it actually go viral to this level? Let me tell you why it's making money for people, because they're adding on to it.
Anton would have to drop a segs tape, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor.
Yeah, that
laughing,
Mika
rolling
tape.
on the floor, laughing.
Shout out to Landon. Listen, that Mika take would have to drop, and that definitely would go viral. But in this situation, because it was a crash out, this dude crashed out. You got this black conservative. You already know people online don't like black conservatives. You got this black conservative man going on Corey's show, them arguing, he say he ready to fight, right? Because he a fighter. I mean, I seen that. Y'all seen that the live stream? He showed his knuckles. He say he been fighting. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. He say he been fighting. I mean, yeah, it is. LTTV exposed videos. Anton tried to delete how he was before. I've seen, man, dude just seemed like a regular guy trying to make it, man. Anton was a regular dude just trying to make it. I remember when he was on LaPeep's platform. He went from being on LaPeep's platform to having his own. I could definitely see Corey letting Mika on his platform to air out Anton, but it would come with her having to separate herself from Anton. Is she ready to separate herself from Anton? Listen, let me tell y'all something about crashing out. Anybody that crashes out is going to go viral. I've seen a lot of people crash out and go viral. His own nephew fired him on Thanksgiving. Anton Daniels and Charleston White used to do numbers, and then they fell out. That was back when he was doing interviews. I don't know if he still does interviews, but usually Charleston White is gonna help those numbers, because Charleston will say anything you want him to say. He 5 foot tall and she 4 foot tall. This is hilarious. These dudes out here. Let me tell you something, because Anton, I think, is a proponent of marriage, right? Isn't he a supporter of marriage? What is the point? What is the point of getting married if you're just going to be dealing with other women? I might as well just be a bachelor if I'm just going to have all these different women. I ain't got to worry about getting divorced. I ain't got to worry about people worrying about what my wife going to think. What's the point of marriage? Marriage is a joke. Kwame exposed Anton getting beat up by his nephew recently. Really? Like, what happened? Having Fleece Johnson on there that was terrible look. What would make Anton interview Fleece Johnson? That has got to be one of the, why, bro? Why would you do that? Fleece was flirting with that dude the whole interview. My Mika might be a beer. I don't know what that. What's up, Rider Wise? What's good? Interviewing Fleece, that's crazy, man. Bro, you know how many people you could have interviewed and it still do numbers, and you interviewing that guy? Man, that's weird. That's hella weird. I don't want nobody who doing stuff like that, claiming any type of affiliation with the Red Pill philosophy or the manosphere. No, you over there. You over there, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, it's different. Now, you got content creators who do content about jail and prison. They don't even interview Fleece Johnson. Like, what are we doing here? So what evidence came out he was cheating? All you have to do is listen to Anton. He will tell you that. Because, you see, it's not about it. The power is not in telling the world that you're cheating. The power is into alluding that you're cheating. It's the alluding to it. You think he really going to admit this? When he telling people he has a baddie wherever he goes, I mean, I guess is that baddie, is he just going shopping with them and going clubbing? You know, everything is platonic. I mean, you cannot think as evidence all you want to. But him and Mika have a very weird relationship. And again, he's not platonic with these women. Y'all can think that all you want to. Any man that surrounds himself with a bunch of women, it's not on a platonic level whatsoever. Keywords, he said she was looking good. Right, alluding to it. Because why he doesn't need to admit it. He alludes to it. You can think whatever you want to think, sir. I don't give a damn. You can think, so he's just platonic with all these women. You can think that. He's very platonic with this woman. Let me tell you something. I'm flying around with a chick. We ain't platonic. We ain't platonic. So he just wasting his money just flying around with this chick? Exactly. I want her. I don't think I ever said I wanted her. Because the only baddie we've seen Anton with. But he said he got a bunch of them, ain't it? I'm not hating. That's the things he said. He said it. He said that. I'm not making nothing. He said that. Interviewing with Tasha K was the nail in the coffin for her. What are you talking about? He's very feminine. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I ain't got nothing against Anton. He's just a guy that's a content creator, and he will speak about things because he wants to go viral. That's it. I don't see him as a guy that's changing the world or a guy who is helping to push men forward. I just think he does what he wants to do. You know? And again, I don't think men should be doing what these two did on that show as far as arguing with each other, getting in each other's face in personal space and talking about SMD. And that's not something I'm not for that. You know? Yeah, listen, I'm not flying around with no chicks that I ain't screwing. Unless it's a situation where it's like platonic for a reason. You know? Anton, is that you? That you in my chat? Or are you somebody, you're a supporter of Anton? I ain't putting no words in his mouth. I'm speaking on what I see of the things that he has said. That's what I'm doing. I could care less if he's cheating. I care less. I'm speaking on the things that he said out of his own mouth. He's alluded to sleeping with other women. Married men who respect their wives don't do things like that. That's the thing. Now, if you want a windmill for him, it is what it is. I could care less. But you're going to hear the truth from me. And I'm a man. I'm a black man. I know what's going on here. I understand what's going on here. No, you're a supporter of his.
I told you a couple years ago, you haven't met her yet.
Salute, Sheila. Appreciate the super chat. I told you a couple of years ago, you haven't met her yet. Are you talking about me? I haven't met like a good woman that I would marry? Let me tell you, it's a lot of crazy heifers out here, man. It is, man. It's a lot of weirdos, a lot of crazy heifers out here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I haven't met her yet, but I still feel like marriage is not something that's for me. You know? Let me tell you something, woman. So true. I'm assuming you're a woman. Nobody's lying on him. Let me ask y'all in the chat room tonight. Have I lied on Anton? Let me deal with this female, this upset female. Everybody in the chat room, did I lie on Anton tonight? Let me know in the chat room. Did I lie on Anton? Did I say out of my I say verbally on this show that Anton, that I have proof. No, hold on. I have proof that Anton cheated on his wife. The title is a question. Okay? But when you're emotional, you're going to just run in the chat room to defend. I'm asking the audience a question. See, this is how this works. And I give you my side of the argument. Well, I don't care what you think, fan. Okay? You're a fan. You're definitely a fan. But nobody's on here making up things. We listen to what people say. Did you see that live stream? Did you see that live stream when he had that woman sitting in his house, in his apartment? The other woman, the new woman, sitting in his background? Did you see that? Did you see that live stream? I think it's the what that channel called? I think it's the Room 9 or whatever. Shout out to CPA Joe K, says, shout out Jay, shout out to you. I'm just saying, y'all be coming, and not y'all, but you have people come in here who want to defend, and they have no clue what they're talking about. You're just going to make me do another live stream on this. And I have to bring the visual information or audio and really get into this. Yeah, Room 9. I think it's funny how you call that channel Room 9. That could probably have so many meanings. So True is a Patreon memo 80s platform. Probably so. It probably be donating. Listen, So True. You better hit that donate button in this chat room because I'm giving you way too much attention right now. So you need to hit that super chat. Because, all this defending and you ain't hit the super chat not once. Ain't hit a membership, nothing. In here just soaking up attention. You doing what Anton did on Corey Holcomb show. That's what you're doing. Like we don't, like people here in the chat room, and that I myself have not listened to this guy over the years, seen the things that he says and his actions. Actions speak louder than words. I'm not flying around with a woman that's not my wife unless I'm screwing, unless I'm trying to screw. Lying is if a person isn't doing those things and you try to say that they did those things. Room 9 with 100 people on the panel. LLTV has exposed him in many personal information. See, that's why, again, that's what going viral gets you. It gets you caught up. It really does. You know what I'm saying? So true. I'm going to tell you this. You got 2 minutes to hit that super chat, or I'm going to put you in the corner. And then, if that, and if you haven't done it then, I'm going to go and have you grab your purse and your jacket and send you out in an Uber like I used to do. I stopped doing that. I just started sending people in them Ubers because y'all coming in here making no sense. You're saying that I'm saying that he did this and that, and that's not what I'm saying. It is, Brian. It is. When you have all these people on the panel and everybody's talking all over each other, everybody is yelling and screaming with each other. I don't know how people can watch that every night. I just don't. I would click off. Like, I'm not trying to hear grown people arguing and yelling. These people got children, in the background, and they sit up there yelling and screaming on panels. Like, no. So true. You got a minute to hit that super chat, or you taking the short ride and then you're going to go on the long ride. Where the moderators at? Because I can't get to my chat room right now. So moderators, count down from a minute. And if So True ain't hit that super chat, send them to the corner. And then if they continue to not send the super chat, then they are taking the long ride. Y'all gonna pay for my attention. Okay? Okay, can a moderator put So True? No, we're not going to put them in the corner. Let's send them in the Uber. Let's get their purse. Let's get their purse and their jacket, and let's send them on a long, long Uber ride in the rain. One of our moderators, go and send this person. Send that heifer on the long ride. Send them on a long ride. That make no sense. And you're lying on me, too? You in my chat room lying on me? Oh, no. You sending you on that long ride. Okay. Whew. I feel like the chat room got 1,000 times better. Listen, you could come in, you can have your opinion, but when you lie on me, claim I'm saying and saying this and saying that, no. I'm going to give you one chance to pay to be in this chat for my attention. And if you continue to lie on me and claim I'm saying this and saying that when I'm not, you're out of here. I'm sending you on the long ride. You can grab your shit and you can go. Okay. And it's raining out there too. So you might want to get an umbrella. So see, this is why I used to send people on rides. I'm not about to sit here and engage in stupidity. I'm asking questions and they pointing the finger saying I'm saying somebody said something. Go support him over there in room 9. Okay? Go to room 9 and support him there. So back to what we were saying. Salute to everybody in the chat room, moderators, channel members, the people that done super chatted. Salute to all y'all here. She's timed out there. Well, hey, be fair. Send them on the long ride. I mean, out of here. If you can, please. I appreciate that. They come back in here. So, Migo wants to be on the 5150 show. She was ready to meet Corey. Yeah, she still wants to meet Corey. That's why Anton had to show her his new woman and kind of put her in her place, so to speak. That's why I say, man, I coming in here and trying to tell me I'm lying on this dude and I'm saying that I've got everything misconstrued. How do you misconstrue that? How do you misconstrue that? What's good, Steven? How do you misconstrue that? Okay, Steven. Good. Appreciate it. Coming on here bragging about women is weak, man.
Be aware, Jaye. Anton supporters will come over here and disrupt.
Appreciate that. Oh, of course. But a lot of them ain't over here because my audience doesn't overlap with his audience. And that's a good thing. So a lot of them ain't going to be here. There's no overlap. We talk red pill over here. They talk bullshit on those panels. Okay? Arguing about relationships and dating. Who wants to talk about that? I want to talk about the fact that there's an imbalance with men and women that needs to be, Devon, appreciate it too, that needs to be addressed. We have a generation of men that have been destroyed. We have a generation of women that have been propagandized, and it starts there. Okay? I'm not about to yell and argue with people over that. No way. Again, make sure y'all like the stream. I will say this. I want people to understand that when it comes to manhood and what men should do and how they should approach certain things, you should never go and try to be the center of attention when you know you have certain things going on in your life that you don't want put out there. If you know that you are possibly cheating on your wife, then you need to make sure that you're not flying to these different places with women that ain't your wife. And then you're bragging about how good they look. But oh no, they're just platonic. That's why she was nice in her response video. She still wants to be on. Of course she wants, because he has a bigger platform than Anton. Like, people know Corey outside of YouTube. Like, his shows does numbers. His live shows does numbers, man. She's a fan of Corey. What's good, Michael? She's a fan of Corey. She paid to go see Corey. And trust me, if Corey asked her to come to the show, she would pay for her own. Well, she'll use Anton's money to pay for a ticket to go to LA to be on his show, just to air him out. That's how women are, man. You cannot, no matter how much money you have, if a woman is a fan, bro, that money don't mean shit. Appreciate that, Jaye. If a woman is a fan, that's going to trump any money you think you're giving her. Mika could have took Anton's side. She could have said that she supports him. Maybe she has since then. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I don't know. I've only watched one of her videos, or I just saw when she spoke about the situation. I haven't watched any of her stuff specifically because I'm not about to sit here and watch political commentary from just anybody. But when a person is a fan, it's going to trump any type of financial situation. And, you know, he could make Mika a regular and have her move to LA. You don't think Mika wants to be in Los Angeles? Why do you think Darlene just shuts up and deal with it, you know? Because Corey taking care of Darlene, you know what I'm saying? And she just, you know, she just does whatever he wants her to do. Because deep down, Darlene's a fan too. That's the thing, man. You out here paying salaries for heifers, man, and they don't even respect you like that. That's crazy. If I have women on my panel, you think I'm going to be paying them, putting them on payroll and shit? Like, only way I do that is if they have talent that they're bringing to the platform. If it's just looks, 0 point in that. And there's not a lot of talented women out here that I could say, yo, I want that person. I want to work with that person. Because a lot of people, like these chicks be out here copying, pasting. And people watch them. That's why I say Mika doesn't need that guy. Because I see so many women succeeding without the help of men. And if Mika understands YouTube and understands the algorithm, well, she's going to eat without him. I'm telling you that first live stream she does after she cut ties with Anton is going to hit like dynamite. Telling you. Darlene is a down woman. Clown Town attempted to pull D from Corey. Clown Town. Huh. Salute to everybody. So make sure y'all like the stream. Darlene is a washed up queen rogue. Listen, she rides for Corey. Darlene rides for Corey. When you talk about a woman riding for you and not leaving you, that's Darlene. But these women to be on the platform with a man and they'll fall out once and she's done. But Darlene, she done been there since the beginning. And she's been there ever since. Even though Corey may say things to her, she just takes it and rides with it. He don't be listening to nothing she be saying. You know what I'm saying? Ain't a lot of women like that these days, man. I can say that about Darlene. It ain't a lot of women like Darlene that's willing to just stay there for as long as she has. Shout out to Landon again.
Corey should have Mika on 5,150 hit him up style rolling on the floor.
I'm telling you, that's what could happen, Landon. If Corey is as smart as the 5150 audience believes that he is, he would do that. But you know what's crazy? She could do that and Anton would still employ her. I think Anton would still employ her. Because Anton is again, I don't dislike the guy. I'm indifferent. But I'm just speaking the truth. He would still employ her. Because it's all about feeling like you're the smartest man in the room. It's about feeling like you're the smartest man in the room. And he feels like he's the smartest man in the room. He would still employ her. But the thing is, Anton could never get Darlene to be on his show. Darlene would never. Yeah, Darlene is when you speak of loyalty, Darlene comes up, man. Because you know, Corey ain't the easiest person, I'm sure, to be around. We've seen he's had issues with co-hosts before, but she's been the one that's steady been there. That's steady been there. It could be because, you know, she's an older, you know, she's older Gen X, right? You know, so those women still have the ounces of loyalty in them to a certain degree, but these millennial and Gen Z women have no loyalty in them at all, man. They will leave you at the drop of a hat for something better. And I think Anton would still employ her because he don't want to make it seem like he's bothered. Oh, you bothered. That's why you showing that other woman. Because you bothered. You're bothered. The man, listen, says she's also Mexican. She's 59. Yeah, she's at that age where she's like settled in and she's not trying to change nothing, man. When you look at what's going on with these content creators, what's going on with Anton, this whole thing, this frenzy is going to go away relatively soon. And people will go back to finding things to talk about. I guess to talk about what everybody else is talking about, right? Making up. I seen some videos, people were reaching. I'm like, how do you come to that conclusion? That's where that guy, what that guy name that was in here just now, defending Anton, he should have been, or she should have been over there on those channels because they were hella reaching. They were hella reaching. So you should have been over there. Instead of being over here, you should be over there because they're making Anton look crazy or or adding on to it. And you over here trying to tell me I'm lying. This is why you don't want to be a stan. You should be able to look at this person's situation and say, you know what? He's wrong for hanging around all these different women, flying out, being courtside with all these different women while he has a wife that he claims he loves at home. You should be able to call that out. That's why I say a lot of you dudes don't, are you in an open marriage or not? If it's an open marriage, then I have nothing to say. But if you're a supporter, don't sit up there and try to act like people are lying on him and making up things and how he would never disrespect his wife. Have you seen this dude talk about his marriage? Jay, I think Anton is in an open marriage. I remember him saying now he has hoes. I'm saying exactly, Lottery, but then you got people who support him trying to say that that's incorrect. That's incorrect. That he has women on the side. Like, do you think the outcome was different if Craig was there that day? Craig has been making live streams too. Craig, you could tell. Okay, so he wasn't there. So if he wasn't there, then maybe if he was, maybe he would have stepped to Anton. Is that what you're saying? Because I didn't know that he wasn't. Like I didn't know he was there. He wasn't there. But it seems to me like he feels like if he was there, things would have popped off between them. I believe it because that's Corey's show and Corey's his boy, and maybe he don't want Corey to get in trouble. Doesn't even mention his wife. That's the thing, like Kathy, like when it comes to marriage, what's the point of putting your wife out there if you just messing around with all these women? You could tell these guys are not used to having attractive women around them. They start moving crazy. Anton dropped 500 super chat just to play him. Money doesn't unfame you. It just amplifies the lane. Listen, money makes you who you want to be, I think. You have to carry a sense of discipline and you have to be able to understand your position, as a content creator. You have to hold yourself to a different standard. You can't be sloppy out here. Because his wife divorces him, she has tons of information to use against him. Just stupid. Like, do you think that your wife is not gonna walk away with half your money? The apartment that you make content out of, you don't think she's gonna walk away with that too? And she's gonna use everything you've done against you? Yeah, that's why Corey brought Anton on, because Craig wasn't going to be there and he needed a co-host that night. Say Craig showed up right after. The way Craig is talking in his live streams, man, he want to put hands on Anton. Yo, Craig wants to put hands on Anton, man. You could tell Craig want to fight him. Craig want to fight. Craig like, forget all them jokes. Maybe it would have been a better debate. Is Craig a good debater? I mean, because Anton would have went at him too. It's just again, I'm not here as a fan of anybody. I'm just here as a content creator looking on the outside, looking in, just looking at this thing happening, and I just think that they just made it themselves look bad. There's just no way around it. There's just no way of trying to choose a side. What side are you gonna choose? I'm not choosing no side. Well, what? These dudes made themselves look bad. And then after this, the surveillance video comes out, which again is another bad look. 80 diss Craig on the 5150 show. Okay. Comedians can't fight. Craig is more knowledgeable than Corey. Craig is better at articulating. It would have intellectually challenged Anton. I'm just glad Corey didn't hit Anton. He would have lost a lot. That is true, especially if he would have hit him first. That would have been a costly hit because I'm sure Anton would have definitely pursued that in court because Anton ain't no fighter. He claims to be a fighter, but you may have fought when you were younger, but you're older now. When the last time you had a fight in the last 10 years? I really don't believe Anton had it like that before 2020 when he started taking off. I'm not saying he was broke, but you can tell the difference between 2020 and 2022. He was a bit more humble. That's what it seems like. Money changes people or it makes them more of what they want to be. And when I seen him on Lapeef, you can start to see him try to show what he feels like is his own personality. And you could just start to see it. And then when he branched off to do his own thing, he went right into the conservative movement because conservative equals viewership. Craig is smart and calculated. He would have given Anton trouble fighting and debating. Either Craig or Zoe should have been there. Yeah, if Craig and Corey was on good terms. Corey has left-wing politics, so what? 80 was gonna sue if Corey hit him. I could see that. I could definitely see that. And I think Corey had already had that situation with the female comedian that he had been dealing with, and I think that he probably hesitated because of that situation. Because it's like, if it wasn't for that, would he have hit Anton? That lady that Corey hit was crying on TMZ but wasn't crying on other interviews. It seemed like she was faking. Well, she was getting the attention that she hadn't gotten. People noticing her, interviewing her, and she was happy. She was happy, man. Listen, I can't 100% blame Corey for that. Corey was wrong for putting his hands on her. But she was standing up there arguing with a grown man. And I tell women this, what do y'all gain from arguing with men? Why are you sitting up there arguing with this man? Did she think because all those men were there that he wasn't going to do nothing? Because it went left really quick. Yes, I really started following him more after he fell out with Six the Goddess. Anton pre-dialed 911. He said Anton had 911 on speed dial. I could see that. I could see that. Even though he had security probably wasn't going to be enough. Y'all don't think Corey probably had other people around there that y'all didn't see? Because all it takes is one person other than Corey to call somebody over there. It could have went bad real quick. Because Anton would still have to leave the studio, right? We've seen how things can get crazy real quick, man. That's all it takes is one phone call to bring over a bunch of people. And that security is not going to matter much. That one security person not going to matter much. It was on Corey's face. Contemplation. Yeah, that's why I say I think he hesitated because of the situation that happened with, the comedy club incident. And I think that because he had been dealing with that, he didn't want another one of those situations. Craig had brought goons with him, but just missed AD. That's the thing, man. That's the thing, man. It could have went really bad. And that was a good thing he left when he did. But he was there for a while, though, afterwards, right? After things went crazy, wasn't he there for a little while longer? That's why I agree, John Smith. Fighting is the wrong thing to do. If you can't debate somebody, if you feel like it's going left, you tell that person to leave before it gets there. But getting in each other's face and doing all that posture, it just, what is all that for, I remember one of the reasons 6 dropped Anton was a video when a white dude checked him and didn't say nothing. I heard about that. Like, what happened on that video? Like, did the guy approach him and started talking crazy to him? Like, you can see Darlene whispering in his ear, talking him from going in. I saw that too, because she was reminding him that he already had that legal situation with the female comedian. And she was telling him to calm down. Anton left the same night, according to Craig. So he got on the plane the same night. Yeah, like, you're a comedian. You could have diced him up with words, man. I've seen Corey dice up people with words, man. I've seen him. But I think that at that point, it was like a point of no return. And so it wasn't about jokes no more. It was about somebody trying to disrespect your manhood in his mind, right? Yeah, you don't have to get nobody personal space unless they come at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm not a personal space type person. Like, not getting my personal space, talking crazy to me. The white dude was talking crazy to AD, but was well behaved, but tried to flex on Corey. That's crazy. Listen, people gonna get the smoke equally, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, what can a white dude do? Is he gonna fight him? No, white people aren't prone to just flat out starting a fist fight. You should have just used your intellect to verbally walk them down. And if you can't do that, it's because maybe you're a little afraid. Kevo says 2 old niggas fighting is nasty work. He got under Corey's skin with the sex play. He did. It was on from there. TMZ is not a fan of Corey entertainers who don't kiss the ring, so of course they will pull the tape out. They had that tape weeks before the end. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they been had it. And then once this, because I tell you, Corey goes viral a lot. He goes viral a lot. And once that story went viral, then that's when they pulled the tape out. He was supposed to go to a Lakers game and ended up leaving right after the show. I think he might have been a little afraid. He wanted to go to that Lakers game with Mika, right? I think Mika wanted to leave because Mika probably felt the tension because she don't really know nobody around this city, and neither does he. But see, that's he put them in a very weird position. Salute to everybody. So make sure that y'all check in the description box to all my different links to my different platforms, whether it's socials or my other live streaming platforms, so y'all are connected to me wherever I'm at, right? So y'all can get notified whenever I post a new video or whenever I go live. So that would mean X, Facebook, and Instagram. And make sure y'all subscribe to all my other channels too. Jada Black, this channel here, and Basic Social Politics Jada Black. So y'all can stay connected with everything. TMZ is crazy. No, AD disrespected first by saying Corey was late and talking shit to Corey's chat. Because they probably was cooking them. Because they like, why is he here? Yeah, Mika's from DC. She had to get out of LA. She wasn't getting hemmed up. And that's the thing. Anton, if he wanted to get some cheeks, he wasn't getting none that night. Because what it seems like what happened was they got to LA and they probably went straight to the studio. And if everything would have went well, Anton would have stayed for an extra day. And because things went so bad, Anton ended up leaving early. So he couldn't get the cheeks even if he wanted to. So I know he was extra upset. Because I can almost guarantee you, so salute to everybody that's here. Hey, once this live stream is posted, make sure y'all comment down below in the comment section to let me know if y'all want me to speak on this again in a live streams form, because there might be some information that comes out. Y'all can send it to me. Y'all send it to the email. Email's in the description box, jadablacklive@gmail.com. Y'all got to send me some of these topics. So some of this stuff I'll be very late on, because y'all don't be sending me nothing. Not saying nothing, but, some of these particular topics I learn about late because nobody sent it to me. What's good, RCH? I did a video on it. on my Jada Black channel. Did you see it? I made a video about that tape. I said it was a bad look. And I felt Corey did not have to put his hands on a woman. That's what I said. He's a comedian. Comedians are supposed to be roasters. The best roasters are supposed to be comedians. You should never resort to putting your hands on nobody, whether it's male or female, Anton isn't paying to play with Mika. He probably wanted to clap some. He wanted to get at Mika and it didn't work out. He had to leave. I know he was mad. Anton didn't say anything when Corey called Mika. No, he didn't do anything but walk out. He walked right out that door. He didn't say nothing. Also, make sure y'all go to my Basic Social Politics channel. The channel's links are, y'all go on this channel, go to the channel itself, and y'all should see all my channels. Go to Basic Social Politics. I put up a video today about rapper Bia. She's like 34 years old. She's 34 years old, and she's dating a 21-year-old NBA player. With attention is a hell of a drug, ain't it? It got these, 30-something-year-old women trying to date these guys, right? It's on my Basic Social Politics channel. Y'all go and check that video out. I don't know much about Desmond Scott and Christie, to be honest with you. I may look into it. Y'all got to send me the material on the email or through Instagram. Because I don't have, I see the type, but y'all got to send me the material. Because I get a lot of stuff people be sending me. But a lot of times they send me a lot of the same stuff, but, you know, different formats. I follow Anton on 2 of his channels. I will definitely keep you in the loop. Yeah, definitely keep me in the loop, man. He did. You know, Anton did ask him to come outside. But Corey didn't want to fight. You know? They Michi X posted clip of Anton and White going at it, Jay. Okay. I'd have to check that out, definitely. But I think that's it for me, y'all. I think that's it. Thank y'all for supporting moderators, channel members, patrons. And make sure y'all join the Patreon too. My first video of this whole thing is on Patreon because YouTube took it down. So you can go check it out. It's unfiltered version. And also go check out the most recent video I did about Corey Holcomb on my Jaye the Black channel in regards to the surveillance video. You fight where you at, not go outside. You know what? Who that? I agree. I said it. Listen, if you getting in my personal space, we gonna fight. We gonna fight if you get in my personal space. I'm not about to sit up there and have somebody get in my personal space and then say, let's go outside. Like, what? No, this person is gonna get smacked if they come into my personal space talking about some SMD. I'm telling you right now, I'm not somebody to go around fighting. I'm just saying you have to, as a man, you have to have boundaries, right? You have to have boundaries. This Mika's full of it. She's married and followed full-time all over. That's what I'm saying, man. Does she respect her marriage? But a lot of these married women don't respect their marriage no more. You got married women on Instagram showing their bodies off every chance they get. And these are married women. You got married women making couples videos on YouTube and they're showing all the goodies. And these are married women. And these dudes are allowing their wives to be sexualized. All for some attention, some viewership. That's the world we living in. All right, people. That is it for me. Thank y'all for being here tonight. Again, send me topics either through X, through Instagram, through my email, and I'll take a look at what y'all send me. Just send the stuff to me. Don't matter which day. You see a topic. Oh yeah, I think Jay should take a look at this. Just send it to me. Yeah, don't let nobody get in your personal space, man. Absolutely not. You got one time. Get out my space, man. And, okay. All right, people. I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all take care. And I'll see y'all next one, all right?